So with the average retirement being 20 years, you got to ask yourself, what are you going to do with all that time? That's a lot of time, 20 years. So what they found, the unretiring workforce, or the retirees that are going back to work, although a lot of them are going back to work for financial reasons, they found that half of them are going back for the intellectual stimulation, or the social aspect of it. And over a third are going back because they feel a lack of purpose in their life. So let's take a look at a few things that we can do so that maybe we don't get caught up in that feeling that we need to go back to work. Okay, and the first thing is you can go ahead and learn a new language. Yeah, learn a new language. There's a ton of software out there now, and it's really easy to do. You can do it at home. You can do it while you're driving, traveling, whatever you want to do. Learning a new language might be something that's pretty fun for you and kind of break up the routine. Other things are artistic things. You know, you can go to your local community college, or there may be a place in your town that sponsors having, painting classes and things like that, sculptures, doing pottery, all sorts of things like that might interest you. And you might get involved and you meet some like-minded people. And I think that's with any of these that I'm going over, finding like-minded people to spend your time with can really be a good thing. And another thing you can do is you can join some sort of sports league. Myself, I have a golf membership at the local municipal course, and certain times of the year, we have what are called scrambles, and it's where, 60, 80 of us get together and we go out and we play golf on, say, a Tuesday night, something like that. There are other things we do. We do club championships, just different sort of things like that. So golf, pickleball is another one. Pickleball is a sport that's really, really picking up. Of course, you got to be in pretty good shape to play pickleball, but that might be something that kind of really attracts you. And the nice thing about pickleball, it's an indoor sport, right? So during those winter months where I'm out there, in big coats trying to golf, you could be indoors playing pickleball. Now, if you're not so much a social butterfly, things that, hobbies may be better for you, in like taking up some cooking classes or woodworking. Woodworking is a great one, and woodworking could be as inexpensive or as expensive as you want it to be. Yeah, you can start out with a wood burning set and buy some balsa wood and start out creating things like that. But when you get into buying all the saws and the different joints and the router bits and things like that, it can get pretty expensive pretty quick. Hey, I'd like to pause the video for a minute and ask you to go down and leave me a comment, because that helps YouTube's algorithm kind of push this video out to other people. So leave me a comment on what you think you could do to fight boredom in retirement if you're not retired yet, or if you are retired, what are you doing to fight off boredom? I'll start. Myself, I do YouTube. All right, let's get back to the video. Another hobby that could be really interesting, and again, it's one of those that can be as inexpensive or as expensive as you want it to be, is a car restoration. You can go out and buy an old clunker car and kind of fix it up and just, try to put a new paint job on it. Isn't too awfully expensive, but if you go out and buy a classic car, buddy, you can put a lot of money into a classic car. So be careful with what hobbies you get into and have a budget and how much you want to spend. So some other things you can do are fun part-time jobs, right? You can be a host at a campsite or work at a national park, or something like that. Things that are going to get you out in the outdoors and get you around people and, just be in social activities and having a feeling of purpose, having people ask you questions. That might be something that's really fun for you, having a part-time job like that. Another thing you can do is volunteer work. And volunteer work is pretty much anywhere you go, people are needing volunteers. And if you live where there's not really a community college around or anything like that where you can go take, courses at the community college, there's online courses you can take. And I'm a fan of online courses. That's how I learned to do a lot of photography and a lot of the videography and the YouTube and things like that, is I took online courses. My son's the same way. He's kind of an entrepreneur, and he takes a lot of online courses, just 1-2 day courses, to learn a certain set of skills. So you can always take those online courses and further your education and your knowledge. Now, doing stuff like that, you know, there's so many benefits to doing things like this for your cognitive abilities, right? You're going to stave off Alzheimer's. It lowers the possibilities of dementia, you know, and there's just so many good things you can do by taking online courses or going to your community college or something like that, learning new things, like I mentioned before, learning a new language. A lot of benefits for seniors in doing things like that. So here's a couple that kind of go together. One is adopting a pet. Yeah, if you don't have any pets, adopt a furry friend. And the number 2 part of this, is to go ahead and get outdoors more. Both of them, adopting a pet and getting outdoors, are going to lower your stress, and they're going to really help out with any signs of depression and things like that. You know, it's good for you to go outdoors, and pets can really, really, you know, help you out, especially if you're a senior and you're single. So let's try to get outdoors and try to do more things to lower our blood pressure, lower our anxiety, you know, and stave off any kind of depression. Another thing that might be kind of fun and might be a new experience for you that you never really had time to do is run for a local office. You know, run for the school board, different parts of your community where you could be maybe a councilman for your city or something like that. And you could craft new policies and things that really might help people out and get your voice to be heard. So I hope this video has helped you, and if it has, reach down, hit that like button, and watch this video next.